As a carrier or owner-operator, you know how important it is to keep track of maintenance, inspections, and repairs of your truck's fleet and equipment. Load Manager Carrier TMS provides the full-featured equipment and maintenance section you need to maximize profitability and operational efficiency, whether you have 3 trucks or 300. In this video, my colleague Cassandra shows you how to do this and more with Load Manager's Carrier TMS software. This is just one of the features you have access to manage your fleet with Load Manager. So be sure to check out the rest of the maintenance playlist to see more and subscribe to be notified of our latest videos. Cassandra, take it away.
So we're ready to use the maintenance with Load Manager. Let's go ahead and look at a few scenarios. The first is setup. To set up maintenance for an equipment, you want to do 2 simple steps. First, click on the equipment maintenance setup and review your maintenance options. As you can see here, we have 4 examples. If you want to add a new type of description for your new piece of equipment, go ahead and click Add New. Here, you'll be able to put in a description. Let's say we want to check engine. And we can put in the miles interval or the date interval. Keep in mind, I can do one or the other. Date intervals are great because the system will automatically notify you when you should do that maintenance issue. So let's go ahead and do 9 months. I can add notes as well, or I can leave it blank, my preference. I'm gonna go ahead and click Save. Now I've added the description to my options for maintenance. The next I want to do is to set up or review the equipment. I can view equipment in 2 ways. If it's a new piece of equipment that I want to add to a driver, I can easily click on the driver's profile and look at their driver information. Scrolling down, I can see their equipment and I can add a new piece of equipment. If I want to modify an existing piece of equipment that they have on their information page, I simply click on the hyperlink and it will take me to the equipment page. I can also view all my equipment by clicking on my equipment list. So looking at one piece of equipment, we'll see our options. We have the ability to select the type, to put in a unique description and other information unique to that piece of equipment, but I can leave the fields blank if they don't apply. I have the ability to assign the piece of equipment to a driver and to select a truck or trailer associated with that equipment. I also have the ability to attach files to the equipment, and I can delete the equipment if it's not booked on any loads. I also have the ability to make a piece of equipment active or inactive. If a piece of equipment is inactive, it will not appear on the drop-down list for loads and cannot be booked to a load. Once I've completed, I click Save. My setup is complete. Let's go ahead and take a look at the perspective of wanting to set up maintenance for the equipment. Now that I've set up my equipment and my type of maintenance that I can select from, I'm able to click on the piece of equipment, scroll down, and click Add Maintenance. Here I can choose what maintenance I want to add as reoccurring maintenance for my reefer. Here I'll do a general review. It's scheduled for every 6 months, and I want the first time to be today. So I'll go ahead and click Save. I want to also add maintenance for an oil change every 6 months and I know that it recently had an oil change, so I'm going to select the start date of that for January. Next, I'll go ahead and put in my check engine for every 9 months. And I'm going to make the date of that in January as well. And I can do that for as many maintenance as I want to schedule for this reefer. Let's go ahead and note that I saw there might be a flat tire. I can click Add Maintenance and choose a tire rotation and schedule it for today. Noting that I do want those tires checked every 13 months. I can add a note here saying, flat tire, please change and rotate all tires. Now I'm complete. Now let's look at it from the perspective of your maintenance personnel. Your maintenance personnel can log into the TMS system and click on the driver tab, or they can click directly on the equipment needs maintenance icon here that shows how many pieces of equipment need maintenance. I can then have them go to the equipment maintenance list to see which equipment has maintenance selected. They can then go click on the first needed maintenance and view what is needed. As you can see, it provides them the date intervals and the next date. We see here that the check engine and oil change are due in January, and the general review and tire rotation are needed now. I can go ahead and click on the tire rotation to see any notes or files attached. Once, as a maintenance person, I've completed the transaction, I can go ahead and put in the odometer reading, the date, and any notes. And add any files like a receipt or product that I need to. Once complete, I can click Save. You'll see here that now I have a record of that maintenance transaction for tire rotation. Once complete, I click Save and I'm done. You'll notice that the note will disappear because it is no longer relevant to the normal tire rotation. It was just a special note for this equipment maintenance transaction. I can put in a new note if I want to for later, or leave it blank and go back. I can do this for all of my maintenance lists. Keep in mind that the system is set up so that it will automatically know when the next date is for that maintenance transaction. So as you can see, the tire rotation was just done. So now it tells me that it needs to be done November 14th, 2023, which is 13 months past today. In November, when I need to do the tire rotation, I'll be able to click on tire rotation, which drops to the bottom of the list, and see the last time I did that maintenance. This allows me to keep a record of all the times I've done that maintenance, in this case, a tire rotation, in the same screen for easy reference later on. So for example, I can click on the equipment maintenance transaction list for 10/14, and clicking on it, I'm able to see that there was a new tire on the left side front. I can also choose to delete it if I wish to. When I'm ready to do the tire rotation again next year, I'll simply add transaction and be able to enter a new transaction and attach additional files. This makes it really easy for your maintenance guys to keep track of what they do when they do it and review notes. And it also provides your office workers the ability to review what their maintenance for each equipment type has been done and its history. Keep in mind that equipment can be viewed and added to and customized. So each equipment list can have a different maintenance profile based upon its needed equipment maintenance. This allows you to customize a maintenance regimen for each equipment type. The unique bubble allows you to know that equipment maintenance is needed and provides you a quick link directly to the maintenance required equipment tab. And that is how you use maintenance in Load Manager to keep track of your equipment and ongoing equipment maintenance.